In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot
High kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First high kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First high kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First high kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First high kick, goes in!
Taken away.
And a pleasant good afternoon. Welcome inside the nest here at Cranston High School West for today's Rhode Island High School girls lacrosse matchup between the visiting Burrillville Broncos and the Cranston West Falcons. Matt Gillis in the broadcast booth. Thanks so much for tuning in. Burrillville in the all blue with the white numbers. Cranston West in the gray and red fade jerseys with the white trimmed red and gray fade numbers. Reagan Polachek in net today for the Burrillville Broncos. Haley Davis in net for the Cranston West Falcons. As we will put two 25-minute halves on the board on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, 75 degrees. As they get the particulars in place, and Cranston West is going to start this game on defense. Falcons headed this ball inside. Turn play up top, and that shot goes up over top.
That's the real 12. She's 10.
Okay. Falcons with the inside possession. A good shot and a save. Curling attempt there. Inside and a shot and a score. On the turn from Amelia Ferraro. 1-0 Broncos. Puts us back at center in a draw play. Draw up from Lee as that one dropped down onto the turf. Scooped up by Murphy. Twelve is Emma Weddington. She goes to work that one inside. Downfield play for the 7 of Lasada. A whistle and a stoppage of play. And Lasada is going to get sent to the back line. She'll maintain possession on the ball. And Burrillville will restart. Loose ball chased by Lasada. Well, they're going to give that one to the Falcons instead. Long distance clear. And the Falcons will set this one in the offensive zone. Curl play inside, save made by Polachek and getting shoved to the ground. A 3 of Emily Abendroth. So Abendroth has this one here. Inside cut play from Perot. Backs up on that one as she tried to get it inside. Wraparound play. Creates a loose ball. Olivia Fulham for the Broncos. Good defensive possession picked up for the Falcons. And an opportunity in front was saved by Polachek. Falcons chasing a loose ball at midfield. Scooped up by Murphy. Davis will chase that one to the corner and scoop it up herself. Haley Davis got that one all the way forward. No call is again checked from behind. Abendroth went toe-to-toe there with Ferraro. Loose ball picked up by the 7 of Lasada. Inside cut and a shooting space violation. No, they're going to call a check on Burrillville. So West with an opportunity. Julia Levy. Levy sends that one across, looking for a teammate who got knocked down in the play, and Burrillville out with it defensively. Lasada, 2 West jerseys on her, sends that one off in the corner for Ferraro. With 22 of Olivia Fulham. Inside cut, saved by Davis on the attempt from Lasada. And the poor Haley Allen right on the doorstep. Davis will pick this one up. And a long distance throw batted down. Can be scooped up and tried to be carried by Shallard. As Fulham had it going the other way, and Fulham guilty of the check. Here's numbers for the Falcons. Inside, and a good shot attempt from Levy. Save made by Polachek. The Falcons will set up on offense. Abendroth. Is that one for DeFusco? Comes back across. Good cut through the middle. And they could not connect on it. 16 and change left to go here in the first half. Ferraro and a shooting space violation called. So Ferraro is going to get this from the very edge of the 8. Ferraro spins back, scores. Ferraro picks up her second of the game. It's the Broncos' second of the game. So a draw at center for Murphy. Against Abendroth. Abendroth's going to come to the better of this one. For a moment, and then West is going to get caught offside. Had 7 players across midfield. A whistle and a timeout as there's a Burrillville player down on the field. She gets up on her own power. It's the 12 of Withington. They're going to send Withington off. So we'll bring the 10 of Victoria Steele on. And we're back underway. Inside, Ferraro tried to check through and could not. Sent that one across the 4 of Allen. Allen will come back across about 15 from goal. Traffic in the middle, back door, and a dump and a score from the 10 of Victoria Steele. Another draw control from the Broncos as Steele fights for it. And even with the checks on her stick, she's going to get that one. But errant pass put it in the stick of Abendroth. Abendroth for Levy. Levy in a battle there with the 18 of Ferraro, and Ferraro has a handle on it. Ferraro tripped right at the 12. They're going to say offensive. So Ferraro leaned into that one. And it's West ball. Aaron pass goes loose ball and Burrillville ball. Masada. Ferraro. Ferraro cuts inside and the ball popped out. Picked back up by Young. Young gets shoved all the way back out outside of the 12, and then it's picked up once again by Steele. Back for Young. They'll settle this one top of the 12. Trying to go tic-tac-toe was the 18 of Ferraro to the 16 of Murphy. And Young chases it all the way back. Ferraro on the dunk, and she misses it. Picked up by Lasada. Ferraro tries to go again, and that one blocked away. 2 good blocks by Davis, and they're going to say she stepped on the crease that time. It's going to be Falcons ball. Levy. Cycle it around the backside. Falcons try to set this one from X. And it's plucked by Polachek as they tried to throw over top for Lee. Ferraro will slow things down and hold. As Burrillville will take all the time that they need to. Coming inside, Ferraro tries to pull the trigger. And that one went backwards. They're going to call trap. And it's going to be West ball. Check across. West will continue. Molly Fitzgerald brought that one all the way up into the final third. Opportunity for West as that one goes up over top. And Burrillville with possession of the backside line. Out of play and a West ball for Lee. Little stutter step as she came in between the 12 and the 8. And she backs out. And she gets it checked right out of her stick by Steele. They're going to call the trap. So back to the Falcons. Aria Lee drives inside. Lee impacted right at the 8. We'll push back out. Steele and the 17 of Bellamarini defensively, and Polachek has that one right into her net. Errant pass at the line, got off of the stick of Ferraro. Olivia Vinagro gets this one started out. Vinagro smashed down from behind. No call for the referees. Now they're just going to call the free start. Falcons set at X. Cutter up top of the 12 is Abendroth. And that one's going to go wide. Chased back by Vinagro. Emma Kiley. With a 15 of DeFusco. Abendroth winds, fires. Wide of Polachek, but chased on the back line this time, keeps the possession to West. Now they call the stick check a little bit late. Lee quickly, Aria Lee scores! Timeout called by Cranston West. 3-1, 8 left to go here in the first half. Falcons finally got on the board.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone!
Back after the Cranston West goal from Aria Lee brings it to 3-1 with 8 left to go here in the first half. One other game in action on Fans Only Sports Network today as the Cranston East Thunderbolts girls lacrosse team in action against the Westerly Bulldogs. That game faced off at 4 o'clock as well. You can check that right here live on Fans Only Sports Network. Draw control won by Aria Lee. Braylon King. King tried to cut through the middle, sends that one back for Abendroth. Abendroth shot, bounced, and that one went just a little bit wide. Will get chased to the back line. Broncos in advantage. Errant pass picked up by Levy. Levy settles it at the 12 for King. Rotation play from the Falcons. 7 and change left to go here in the first. Lee back at X. Falcons tried to draw the Burrillville defense on a cutter. Now Lee's going to come across as the cutter. They tried to go back across, and it's going to get pushed out of the stick. And forward for the Broncos. Ferraro trying to pick this one up. Abendroth got back to defend that one. Stepped on by the 5 of Lambert as she lost her stick. They let it go. And Lasada works forward. So Lasada sets at X. Lasada carries around, top of the 8 now. Or for the 22 of Fulham. Fulham for Allen. And an interception right in front of Ferraro allows the Falcons to be able to move this one out. They've got Lee on an entry run if she can get past the defending 12 of Withington. She does not, and the Falcons will set the offensive zone. Lee wraps around, shot wide, and with position was the Falcons, so they'll keep it. Five left to go here in this first half. Lee tries to go wrap around again. That was a stick check to the head, not called from the referees. You could see Aria Lee's head go backwards. And a lot of calls that should be getting called today not being called. It's a tightly called game. There's an extent to letting him play. The ball pops free. Abendroth pulls this one out. Abendroth's shot. And it bounced right back. And Abendroth's going to get the free position on the shooting space infraction. Pulls the trigger, scores! Emily Abendroth for 3-2. And 4 and change left to go here. The Falcons trying to peel this one back. False start on the draw. They get it this time. Will be scooped up by the Falcons. Timeout has come to the benefit of the Falcons. They've scored while holding Burrillville solid. Seven. And Allen. Yeah, offside was the call on the Falcons. It's Burrillville ball. They've made. Falcons will move defensively. Over top of Levy. King can pick this one up. Brayling King in space. Brayling King tie ball game. Brayling King gets the third of the half. And we're honors even at 3. So it's been 3 goals for Burrillville, followed by 3 goals for West. And Aria Lee back in the center against the 16 of Sam Murphy. And Falcons come up with the ball. Falcons a chance to go up now here in the final 2 of the half. Quick moving first half, despite the 6 goals. Abendroth. Lee gives a little bit of a moving pick. And that one will just be picked off by Polachek. Lee impacts with the 12 of Withington, and Lee will be the one to come with the ball. Lee. Abendroth. For King. So Levy as that one's worked down and behind. Back up top for Abendroth. They'll cycle across to Fusco from the top of the 12. As the Fusco goes wing. Levy. King trying to cut. They didn't pick it up quick enough time. Now King from X. Braylon King got impacted. No call from the referees again. And you could hear that one all the way up here in the booth. Aria Lee comes inside. Lee from the 8. Lee cross check has to be called. And she's got to go to the box. No, they're just going to give her the free position. Aria Lee, free position from the 8. Lee scores. Aria Lee, her second of the game. And Falcons now have the lead at 4-3. Six seconds to the half in a game that has flipped itself on its head. Lee against Murphy. In the final 6 as it flies back, Lee's going to trap this one down, maybe just scoop it around a little as the horn will sound and we've reached half. Falcons called timeout and then put a 3 spot. 4-3 at the half. We'll be back.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound,
Try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Just right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Just right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
4-3 Falcons as we start the second half of play. And if you tuned in late, you missed Burrillville go off on a tangent to run the score up to start. Falcons got one back, called a timeout, and then went on a 3-goal run. So Falcons now with the lead of 4-3. Aria Lee, 2 goals on the day. As we start here, draw at center. Abendroth. And that one went up and pulled down instead by Sam Murphy. Murphy. Defended by Fitzgerald. Wrap around and an attempt from Lasada went wide. Chasing it is Allen. She'll get to the line and it'll stay Burrillville ball. Set from Max Lasada for Allen. Loose ball. Flicked up. And will be carried out of the zone by the Falcons defense. Forward motion there for the 19 of Dodge. Lee impacted, and they will call that one, and Aria Lee will have the free position from the 8. Hat trick, Aria Lee. And her third of the game for 5-3. Draw control play, collision, and Abendroth down in a heap. She may have gotten a check to the backside of her head. Timeout on the field.
Game On mouth guards. Game On mouth guards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
Back after the timeout, they're going to check the 24 of Caitlin Blanchette into the game. Burrillville ball. Off the edge of the stick. 22 of Olivia Fulham. West trying to clear this one out of the defensive zone. And McKiley in a fight there, and they're going to call trap on Fulham. Kylie will get the ball. Timeout called by the referees. Back for Davis. Haley Davis holds. Falcons running a scatter play. And it goes past Kylie, picked up by the Broncos. Lasada moves this one inside. Haley Allen, Lasada on the backside now. Comes around, cut inside from the 16 of Murphy, and a save made by Davis. Levy, 2 on her. This one will roll into the Burrillville defensive zone. Tried to be picked up by Nadia Gomes. And she pushed it all the way out of bounds. Morgan Rainville. Off of the edge of Allen's stick. West trying to sweep for it. Looking for the pickup play there was Fitzgerald. And she collides with Withington. Loose ball. And Withington will have the free start from the 12. Withington sends that one into the corner. Lasada from X. Off of the post on the attempt from Murphy. Rolls all the way back to be scooped up by Withington. Lasada. We'll send that one over for Withington. Senator Murphy and Braylon King. It's called for the slash. Murphy for Withington. Dropped off for Ferraro for Lambert. Withington tries to cut inside, and a whistle. And a card is going to get issued. So a yellow card, and it's going to be against Cranston West. They've not sent a player yet. Or no, they're actually going to say it's on Burrillville. Just about everybody's kind of confused. Now they're going to say, no, it's the 14 of Molly Fitzgerald. Will be the penalized player. So it's offsetting penalties, but they're going to put Fitzgerald in for 2 minutes. And it's going to be West ball. That's a little confusing. So Fitzgerald in the box for 2 minutes. And Aria Lee will get the ball. So West, one down, and Aria Lee, 3 players in front of her face. May have gotten a stick to her face as well, too. For Braylon King. King comes right through the middle. King gets pushed from behind. Shooting space violation called. And a free start from the 8. So Braylon King a chance one-on-one against Reagan Polachek. King shot. Got it. No. Stayed on the goal line. Polachek picked it up. Loose ball for the 23 of Nadia Gomes. Gomes and a check against her. Allows her to get the ball forward. Lasada looking for Haley Allen. That one's loose. Sam Murphy inside. Lost a handle on that one. So Burrillville ball for Withington. Pushed down from behind was Withington. No call from the officials. Lee picks this one up. Good one-on-one as she connects there with Abendroth. Abendroth off to the races. Falcons will set this one. Penalties clear. We're even strength. Levy. Perot. Abendroth. As Abendroth came right across the 8. And the attempted trip will give her the free position shot from right up top. Abendroth, inside shot, score, Emily Abendroth. For 6-3. $15 and change left to go here. In the second half. Sam Murphy back in the draw circle once again for the Broncos. Mad Dodge picks that one up for the Falcons. Dodge works inside. Dodge shot and a save. Polachek coming up big there for the Broncos. I whistle and a turnover. Give the ball to the Falcons just shy of midfield. Lasada. For the 18 of Ferraro. Ferraro impacted. And a free position shot for Ferraro from the 8. Now they're going to push her back to the 12. So Ferraro from the 12 to Lasada. Lasada cuts underneath from X. Go switch play with Allen. And a errant shot from Withington as Davis chases that to the back line. Davis drops it in the circle. Fitzgerald. It has been all West since the timeout. Now they called back in the first half. They scored the goal to go 2-1. Lasada. Lasada bounce shot score. Malin Lasada, first goal scored by Burrillville since the first half. Trail by 2 at 6-4, 13 and change. I'll go with Dodge again in the circle against Murphy. Picked up by the Broncos. Dodge still in a fight for it. That'll be controlled by Steele. Steele errant pass as she threw that one well over top of Ferraro. Ferraro gets it right before the line. Steele tried to flick one. Davis came up with it. Could not get there before the line. $12 and change left to go here in regulation. Masada went up over top, and that one kicked all the way back. West on the run offensively, Aria Lee. Lee at the 8. As she gets run off, and Lee, contact to the head. And a yellow card is going to get issued to Burrillville. It's the 19 of Jenna Carraro. And 2 minutes in the box for contact to the head. And this is going to be a good spot for Aria Lee from the edge of the 8. Can't get the angle. West ball still. Lee from X. We'll look for a cutter if she doesn't want to wrap around herself. Gonna go for the wraparound. Puts that one on the deck. Hits the post. And a shooting space violation called is going to give Lee the free position from the 8. So Lee dead on from the 8. Hits that one. Paid her Aria Lee for her 4th of the game. Timeout called by Burrillville. It's been all Cranston West. 7-4, 11 and change left to go.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Jumps in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Jumps in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Jumps in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
7-4, 11 left to go here in the second half. As Burrillville just scored their first goal since early in the first half. Falcons ball. Levy. The 6 of Sarah Perot. Aria Lee from X. Perot. She overlaps there with DeFusco. Cut inside, bounce, and that one is going to go long. And it'll be Burrillville ball as they have the position point. Loose ball and a defensive opportunity for the Falcons. Instead, it's going to be picked up. Murphy. Impact cross check called. And Murphy will get the free position. And send Fitzgerald behind. Murphy cuts back across, bounces it. Davis makes the save. West fighting for it on defense, and it gets flicked out of the back line by Lasada. So West ball. Now they say Broncos ball. Well, it stays with Burrillville. Lasada. Shooting space violation. That's not a clock stop. That's shooting space violation. No, yeah, it looks, it's this, and it looks the same. Victoria Steele shot score. Steele, that's her second of the game. 7-5. They switch the 8 of Addie Young out for the 12 of Emma Withington. Dodge against Murphy in the circle. For Levy, for King, Brailing King will pick that one up and settles. King from X, little back shoulder dip. Blanchette Up top. Abendroth switches over her. Abendroth, little shoulder dip herself as she tries to cut inside. Goes to Brilliant King back at X. Dodge. Levy. For Aria Lee. Lee 4 goals of the 7 from her stick. Dodge. Crosses over Lee, hands that one off for Levy. DeFusco. Now Brilliant King once again. West taking their time. King, and King impacted right to the center of her face. She'll pop back up, and she's going to get a free position from the 8. Oh, they say Burrillville ball. I don't know how they gave that one to the Broncos as Brilliant King comes walking off of the field. King had possession of the ball, went inside to attempt a shot, and got sticked right to the face, gets her goggles knocked off. And they call Burrillville ball. Seven left to go. Shot, score from the 16 of Sam Murphy. You know, let's check that. It's the 18 of Amelia Ferraro in her third. A 1-goal game all of a sudden at 7-6. Six left to play. Dodge against Murphy, and Dodge. It's the better of that one. Abendroth for Lee. Lee cuts right inside. Lee fires, scores! Aria Lee in her 5th of the game. Gives the Falcons back the 2-goal cushion at 8-6. Five goals for Aria Lee. False start on the draw. They whistled Burrillville ball. Loose ball inside the 8, still loose, and it's going to kick back to Davis. Haley Davis, long distance clear. Libby Vinagro. Picked up in the bounce shot. It may have been 13 of Julia Shellard down there. Loose ball for Haley Allen. A long distance try is impacted, but they're going to give the ball to Ferraro. Withington. flicks that one over for it to be carried across by Allen. Allen lost a handle on it, spun around, picks it back up as she went toe-to-toe against the 14 of Molly Fitzgerald. Lasada. Davis almost left the back door open. Switches back, and Davis makes a save there on Withington's shot. Will go out of play. Still Burrillville ball as the leading player was Abby Lambert. As we tick closer to the 2 minutes left to go. We'll be in stoppage time rules inside of 2 minutes. Ferraro spins. Ferraro blocked out by Lee, and they're going to call a shooting space violation on Aria Lee. And Emma Kiley also gets sent out of the play. Davis comes up with the save. Falcons with the chance to move the ball. Kayla DeBusco lost a handle on it. And they're going to say it was touched before the line by Sam Murphy. DeBusco got boxed out, stepped on the line. Turnover in Sam Murphy. Murphy for Withington. Davis makes the save attempt as they try to slam dunk that one off the 18 of Ferraro. Braylon King. And their flick doesn't go to her advantage. Almost inside of the final two. This one will go right across the back side. It will not stop the clock. And West needs the opportunity to just get a good offensive play and run this thing out. They carry a 2-goal advantage at 8-6. No shot clock in high school lacrosse, unlike in the NCAA. Falcons trailed to start this game, came back in the first half, flipped it to take the lead, have been in the lead since. As Lee will take a run with this one. Side of the final minute. Lee will just continue to run, gets pushed from behind. We'll get the whistle and the call. And a green card issued to Aria Lee for delay of game. Davis with the save. Ball goes out of play. Whistle sounds. It's going to be Falcons' ball. Errant pass picked up by Ferraro. Shot, score. 8-7. And it's going to be all up to Murphy on the draw. Dodge is going to come back to center against Samantha Murphy. Draw winner will control the outcome here in the final 16. Burrillville has the pickup. Bumped, and they call it. Fulham gets bumped, and she's going to have opportunity from the 8. Olivia Fulham on Haley Davis. And a card issued against Molly Fitzgerald with 6 seconds left in the game. Fulham against Davis. Now they're going to push Fulham back to the 12, and that's going to make this a little bit more difficult. She still has open lane. Fulham throws that one. Davis makes a save. Still loose. Flicked around. Horn's going to sound. Davis has it. And Falcons will get the win. A thriller from the nest as the Cranston West Falcons beat the Burrillville Broncos 8-7. That'll do it for our broadcast here on Fans Only Sports Network. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon.